Welcome to another edition of the Recruiting Scoop. I'm Jarret Johnson. I have more good news for Red Raider fans out there as Texas Tech has landed another big addition via the transfer portal. This time it's Jesiah Pierre out of Florida. 6'2", 220-pound redshirt freshman who has 4 seasons of eligibility remaining. And I think that's the key. We're talking about a guy who has developed in one of the top programs in America, period, with the Gators there in Gainesville, but still has 4 years of eligibility remaining. So that's huge. So this allows Texas Tech to add somebody who's developed, like I said, one of the top programs in the country, who's not just a teenager right out of high school, but a guy who still has 4 years who can continue that development in this program. So it's really the best of both worlds. He doesn't have a ton of experience at Florida, though he played in several games this past season. He finished with just 8 tackles. He had a half a tackle for loss, but he was a 3-star guy out of Florida. Let me tell you exactly where he came from. Mount Dora Christian Academy in Mount Dora, Florida. So he played both running back and linebacker there and was a star on both sides of the ball, two-way player. And Coach Wells seems to like those guys who are athletic like that. And, there's a lot of promise. Like, there's a lot of people in Florida who thought this guy could develop into a player, but they have a lot of depth at Florida at linebacker. So it was going to be a couple years before he really saw significant playing time. You look at Texas Tech, they've brought in transfers. They've had a lot of success with guys. Obviously, Jordan Brooks going in the first round, who Matt Wells and the staff inherited from the Kingsbury era. But he really took a next step under Coach Keith Patterson. Rico Jeffers took another step this past season before, his season was kind of derailed by injury. Obviously, Colin Schooler came in, transferring from Arizona, had a tremendous season, especially late. I think everyone's going to point to that big hit on Charlie Brewer. Krishawn Merriweather was a junior college All-American, came in and starred right away, led the team in tackles. So there's a lot of guys that have come in or who have played linebacker for this current coaching staff that have had a lot of success. And I think that's, really what Pierre saw and what's helping the Red Raiders attract some real talent at linebacker. Now, Pierre is the third already. He's the third transfer Texas Tech has added via the portal just since the signing day, last month in December. They added Malik Dunlap, a 6'4" cornerback from NC State. This guy has 3 years of eligibility remaining, and he started double-digit games already. So size, talent, experience, and 3 years of eligibility remaining. And then Marcus Waters was the third transfer that the Red Raiders have added already this offseason. He's a big-time safety from Duke. 3-year starter, 3 or 4-year starter at Duke. He's been one of their better players each of the last several seasons. Very prolific. He only has 1 year of eligibility remaining, but he comes in, starts, and is a huge impact guy there right next to Eric Monroe in your secondary. So big additions to the defense and to the program via the transfer portal already. I would look for additions along the offense and defensive lines, both from the junior college ranks and the transfer portal moving forward. The Red Raiders still have, a handful of scholarships to work with between now and the start of next season. So these are 3 guys that they added that were high value, high targets. The Red Raiders knew they wanted no matter what at positions of need that they want to stay old at. So I think, again, Jesiah Pierre, my favorite thing is that you get the best of both worlds. An older guy who's been developed, but also he has several seasons of eligibility remaining. So great get for Texas Tech. Stay with us at Inside the Red Raiders for the latest from the recruiting trail. With that, I want to thank you for watching, and until next time.